it's on the new homeowner because that's who pays for it. So the new homeowner could be anyone coming into Palm Coast from outside, or it could be someone currently living in Palm Coast who wants to just simply build a new home for themselves and their families.
The Flagler Home Builders Association is preparing to sue the city of Palm Coast over recently approved increases to impact fees for parks, fire, and transportation. The fees, which take effect October 1st, more than double the combined costs on new homes and businesses. Anna Maria Long is the executive officer of the Flagler Home Builders Association.
The 3 impact fee ordinances that are currently slated to begin October 1st of 2025 for Parks and Rec, fire, and transportation, we believe are in violations of SB 180 parts 18 and 28 and several sections of the Florida Impact Fee Act.
The association says the city's studies are flawed and that the increases are unlawful.
We're asking for them to stop the ordinances from taking place and stop the impact fees. And the reason that we're asking them to stop the impact fees is not because we're blatantly against impact fees, but because, as we've been saying from the beginning of this, the studies are wrong and they're bad, the numbers are incorrect, and they're illegal.
Long says the burden of the increases will fall on both new and existing residents.
The current homeowner and the future homeowner. So it's both, because the taxpayer and everyone right now, we're saying, and we hear it all the time, Palm Coast is getting too expensive. And it is. Everyone wants their tax bill to, at the very minimum, stay the same. Well, this is one way that we can help do that. This is absolutely about making sure that current residents and future residents are protected. This is about transparency and honesty.
The notice of intent gives the city 14 days to respond before a lawsuit is filed. The city of Palm Coast has acknowledged it received the notice and is reviewing it. Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, August 28th. Palm Coast Vice Mayor Teresa Pontieri has announced she will run for the Flagler County Commission seat being vacated by Greg Hansen. Pontieri says she views the move from City Council to the county as the next step in her public service.
Well, I'm always looking for the way that I can have the most positive impact on the largest portion of our city and our community and now our county as possible. And I think that this is a natural progression to be able to affect positive change in the most impactful way I can.
She emphasized her commitment to the city while serving at the county level.
You know, the city is 80% of the county. So the way I look at my position on the county is that I now get to be an advocate for the city. I've kind of seen behind the curtain of how things operate at the city level. And so I think that that can only help me at the county to make sure that as I'm making policy from that dais, I know what the true effect that our policy making decisions from the county have on the city. And I think that that's going to be a special trait that is missing from the county right now.
Pontieri says her priorities include fiscal conservatism, infrastructure, tourism, and conservation. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, conveniently located right off I-95 at exit 311. The city of Bunnell has officially opened its new city hall, which also houses the Bunnell Police Department. Bunnell City Manager Dr. Alvin B. Jackson Jr.
I think it represents Bunnell basically going to the next level in the marketplace. And when we talk about economic development, I think that it creates an energy, a synergy within the community where residents, the business community is really proud of their community.
The project was completed within budget and ahead of schedule. Flagler Beach will receive nearly $9 million in federal funding to restore dunes damaged by Hurricane Milton. Congressman Randy Fine visited Flagler County yesterday to make the announcement. He says the money was already approved but delayed in Washington.
What I was told by Andy and the other folks from Flagler County is we have $9 million that's waiting, that's approved, that's in the budget, that we've already gotten for the beaches, but we can't get a signature out of Washington.
Fine says after touring the beaches, he made calls to secure the final approval.
So as I drove away from the tour, I started making phone calls, and lo and behold, a few days later, all it took was those calls. It helps that I have friends in Washington now, but we got that signature on that letter, and that $9 million is delivered.
County and city officials joined Fine at the Flagler County Emergency Operations Center for the announcement. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.